Hi everyone, thank you for joining me in this episode of CBD 101. At Nature's Ultra, it's no secret that we're big fans of hemp. We have hemp partner farms in the Intermountain West where we grow the hemp that we use to create our CBD oils. We like hemp because it's a sustainable resource. Today we will discuss hemp's carbon footprint and how it can help the environment as a whole. First things first, what is hemp? Hemp is a crop that is in the cannabis plant family. It's harvested to produce CBD oils and industrial products such as rope, paper, and clothing. Now, if you're not familiar with the difference between hemp, cannabis, and marijuana, you may be wondering what we're talking about. It's important to note that while hemp and marijuana are both varieties of the cannabis plant, they differ in a few key ways. One of the biggest differences is the amount of CBD and THC the plants contain. Remember that THC is the intoxicating component of the cannabis plant. Hemp contains high amounts of CBD and very low amounts of THC. Marijuana, on the other hand, contains much less CBD and anywhere from 5 to 20% THC. Now that we've covered hemp, let's talk a little bit about what we mean when we talk about sustainability. Sustainable practices are practices that have a positive social impact, a beneficial economic impact, and do not take an unnecessary toll on the environment. When we talk about our carbon footprint, we're specifically focusing on the amount of carbon dioxide that is put into the atmosphere based on the decisions that we make. Many agricultural practices are bad for the environment because they increase carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. The good news is that compared to many crops, hemp can actually reduce our carbon footprint. You see, hemp takes an atmospheric carbon dioxide and converts it into energy. The carbon dioxide is only released back into the atmosphere if the plant is composted or burned. That means that rather than adding to the carbon dioxide in the air, hemp can actually reduce it. Just as soil impacts a plant's growth, plants in turn impact the soil. Some agricultural practices strip soil of its nutrients and do not give it the chance to replenish itself. This degrades the soil and can leave the soil barren. Nature's Ultra's goal is to improve the overall health of the soil, leaving it more nutrient dense and less likely to erode. Hemp's roots reach deep into the soil, which helps hold the soil together, reducing erosion. Hemp also produces high quantities of biomass. Biomass is the remaining organic material left after harvest, which returns to the soil and decomposes, feeding nutrients back into the ground. Water usage. Water usage is an important part of farming's impact on the environment. Crops that require a large amount of water can be a huge drain on an area's water supply. Compared to many crops, including cotton, hemp needs much less water to thrive. That makes hemp farming a smaller strain on natural resources. At Nature's Ultra, we take pride in the water we use to grow our plants. On the partner farms, we work hard to pull the water from the wells or springs nearby. This gives us the confidence of knowing that we are giving our hemp the water it needs to grow from high-quality, sustainable sources. When evaluating a plant's environmental impact, it is always good to consider its overall yield. A plant that takes up a lot of space and resources without a high yield is not great for the environment. Fortunately, hemp is a high-yield plant. According to the Agricultural Marketing Resource Center, 1 acre of hemp can yield an average of 700 pounds of grain, which in turn can be pressed into about 22 gallons of oil and 530 pounds of meal. The same acre will also produce an average of 5,300 pounds of straw, which can be transformed into approximately 1,300 pounds of fiber. Pesticides, fungicides, and other heavy chemicals that are used to protect plants from insects and other pests can have a serious impact on the environment. Fortunately, hemp is naturally resilient and resistant to pests. That means most farms don't need to use many pesticides to protect their crops. At Nature's Ultra, we never use pesticides to protect our hemp. That means that not only can you rest easy about the quality of our CBD products, but you can also feel good knowing that we're not pumping the environment full of harmful chemicals. You can even visit our product verification page to see the test results, including pesticide content. One of the best things about hemp is the speed of its growth. Not only does it mean it's more sustainable from a supply-demand standpoint, but it's also better for the environment. You can grow crops quickly, harvest them, and allow the soil to be replenished in an efficient amount of time. While CBD is our favorite product from the hemp plant, it's kind of our thing here at Nature's Ultra. Hemp seeds can be used in cooking, whether you use it as flour, oil, or omega-3 and omega-6 supplements. The stalks can be used to create rope, clothing, and even building materials. In fact, it's used to make hempcrete, which is a material similar to cement, but lighter and more environmentally friendly. When used in construction, the hemp that is used to create hempcrete can absorb more carbon dioxide than is produced during the rest of the construction process. And because it grows so quickly, it isn't a drain on scarce resources that would traditionally be used. The benefits of hempcrete don't stop there. One of the best things about using hemp in the building process is that it has a high degree of thermal insulation. That makes it easier to control temperature and less reliant on heating and cooling systems, which require power to work. This can cut down on the amount of electricity needed, which is also great for the environment. Now that you know how hemp can help reduce our carbon footprint and protect our environment, it is time to check out CBD. You can visit youngliving.com where you will find information about all of our incredible products. Place your order today and get ready to enjoy our world-class CBD oil. Thank you for joining me in this episode of CBD 101. Please like and subscribe below, and please continue sending in your questions.